pass and say you a miss.
Eddie G say you a miss.
Mind you destroy the relationship. One time done.
So here's the vibe, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the vibe. Here's the vibe. Here's the vibe indeed. Like I said, I got the family chat and whatnot not going on, right? So there's a situation, and it is a real one. It is our sister, you know, easy though. It is a real one, right? So what it is pretty much is, apparently, you know what? Let me get in. Let me read it so I don't misquote. I'm reading right now. It says, my wife and I, both 27, have been married for 4 years. Together for 15. About a year ago, we went through a really difficult time. My wife was pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl, and we lost them both. All right. Our daughter was stillborn, and our son passed from a heart defect 2 weeks after birth. Our marriage has been pretty much terrible for the last year, as to be expected, I guess. And we started going to couples counseling about 6 months ago. Our therapist told us both to keep journals to document our feelings. I choose not to, but my wife threw herself into it and journals every night. She's extremely secretive about it, to the extent she bought a safe. I don't have the passcode to, so that I won't read it. I've obviously been curious to know what she's writing about. I got home from work early on Friday and I saw my wife had left her journal on the dressing table. I tried to ignore the temptation, but couldn't, and told myself that no matter what I'd read, I wouldn't bring it up to her, and that she would never know I read it. Her journal was essentially a diary of how much she hated me. She wrote extensively about how she hated the fact that I was outwardly grieving because I wasn't the one who carried the babies. And I didn't lose as much as she did. There was more, but that hurt the most. She got home and I just could not say anything. She didn't care about the fact that I was upset. She just cared about the fact that I read her journal when I knew she didn't want me to read it. We've been sleeping in different bedrooms all weekend and actively avoided each other. Although my friends are sympathetic, they've said that I'm an ass for reading her journal and that I shouldn't have gone snooping if there was a possibility I wouldn't like what I found, right? So somebody responded saying, there's a reason the therapist suggested journaling. It's a great way to express all the ugly, horrible thoughts that come with going through such a terrible loss. But in a safe and private way that avoids piling judgment on the person having those feelings and avoids hurting the persons whose feelings it's about. Your wife was processing her feelings in a way that worked for her and was very deliberate, trying to ensure you weren't hurt by getting the safe, right? You broke her trust, hurt yourself in the process, and judged her for feeling that you were never supposed to know about. You judged her for feelings you were never supposed to know about. If you don't want a journal, that's fine. But you messed up really badly here and hurt yourself and your wife in the process. That's 100% your fault, not hers. And the person said she had to buy a safe. She had to buy a safe. She had to buy a safe. All right. Everything in her actions showed she wanted this to be private, that she knew you would act against her if the opportunity arose. And sure enough, the moment she let her guard down, you sprung and made it all about you. Right. So here's the thing. This is, and it's funny. A lot of the stuff that you guys are responding to and saying he shouldn't have read it is what most people are saying. Shouldn't have read it, right? Shouldn't have read it. So, not that he found out his wife hates him and have hated him for a little bit, but the issue really is the fact that he shouldn't have read it. And in my chat group, there are males and there are females. A lot of the female responses are just along the lines of what you're saying. You know, I mean, I could read some of them, but it's pretty much the same thing. You know, Pretty much the same thing. No, I gather from most responses not much empathy for the guy. Right? Some people saying, well, she's grieving and she's doing that and that. She's supposed to, and she's supposed to feel it more than you. And again, the woman, she's feeling, she's really upset by the fact that he is outwardly grieving a lot regarding the loss of his 2 children. Her feeling and her opinion is that she should be the one hurting the most because she's the one that was giving birth to these children. Now, again, who's measuring the degree of hurt? You are journaling, you're hurt. This man is outwardly showing his. So you got an issue with the fact that he's outwardly showing his emotions and his grief, not in any way, shape, or form levying any blame, any ill, any lack of love toward you, but he's putting it out there outwardly. He's grieving. He's not the journaling type. And you're journaling your hate, your disdain for him. But the major issue here is that he read the journal. From most of the ladies, the major issue is he read the journal. So let's go down here. Sister Tasha Lee said he shouldn't have read it. Sister Tana J said he should not have read her journal. Exactly. Sister Arlene said, shouldn't read it. Shouldn't read our journal. Sister Joyce shouldn't read it. Shouldn't read our journal. He went searching and couldn't handle it. She grieved about the child. He let go of the feelings. VIP Donna said that. Serious betrayal. I would be livid with him if it was me. Right? Good evening, Mr. Cole. What up, Sister LaDonna? How are you? How are you? How are you? So, fellas, where you at? So, again, I don't encourage anybody to go reading the journal. Now, let's put the Timberlands on the other feet, right? Ladies, all the ladies are saying what they're saying right now. Ladies, think of a lady now. Think of a woman. What's the likeliness that if the man was the one journaling in secrecy, if that man was journaling in secrecy, and a woman came home and saw the journal there, I don't think any woman would have the wherewithal or the physical capability or mental capability to not go and read that journal, right? So for all the people who say him shouldn't have read it, right? Think about, let's throw the Timberlands on your lovely manicured feet, right? Let's just throw the Timberlands on the other foot right now. What's the likeliness that any lady, any one of y'all would have came home, saw that journal that he was journaling in secret and sticking it in a safe and you can't see it and whatever the case may be, and you were not doing the same, just him? What's the likeliness that you would have came there, saw that journal and not read it, right? Because remember, the prosecution and the persecution that this man is getting is the fact that he read the journal. And as far as you're concerned, he shouldn't have read the journal, right? Nobody has mentioned the fact that, yes, he read a journal he shouldn't have read. But he read a journal that stated that his wife, the person who he trusts, the person who he lays down with, the person who he confides in, the person who he loves the most, the person who he'd give his life for, a person who he would expect would, to some degree, do the same for him, hates him. Not the best information to find out and to come across. But had he not read the journal, could be in a marriage for the rest of however long with somebody that hates him. Now, again, I don't think he should have read the journal. I don't think he should have read the journal. But again, it does amaze me, though. The perspective, how we see what we see. Caller, you live. Caller, you live. Did I lose my caller? You can't hear me. You can't hear me now, caller. You can't hear me now.
Yes, are you hearing me?
I can so hear you now, and I can so hear your energy. And I'm glad I'm not in your presence because I feel like you're going to take off your belt and whip me, but let me have it.
No, dude.
I lost you.
Hello?
I lost
Yes,
you.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing with
The
you.
thing is that, maybe, are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, maybe the thing is that maybe she's acting, in the relationship, she's acting funny. So his curiosity is that maybe why she's acting funny, he wanted to know, and she's not open up to him.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But the thing is that behind her back to read the journal, that's like a betrayal. He should not make she open up and read it to him.
But that's not going to happen, though. Based on what's happening here, the journal is her personal private secret journal. She's got a safe, so she's never going to open up to him. So at the end of the day, he sees the journal there, and you're saying he should not have read that journal. But let me ask you this. What's the again? Like me say, switch it. What's the likeliness that if he was the one journaling in secrecy and she saw the journal, that she wouldn't read it?
That is what I'm going to say, that they're married, so there shouldn't be no secret within the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
I love that.
And then now she becomes secretive, in which she writes a journal. He said not writing none. So he feel like she gonna be honest within me to open up to let me know what's going on within the journal. Mm-hmm. But she wasn't. So she wrote her journal, he went searching, and then he found what he not expected.
Mm-hmm.
And there's it becomes a conflict between the both of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the thing is that if I'm searching for something and I'm going to find what I don't like, then I need to angle it.
True. But
within the marriage, within them, then she think that we got to be honest that what in the journal is going to be between, should be honest, open up between the both of us.
Yeah. Let's get into that word honest. Let's get into that word honest, because here's the thing. If she is feeling, or if the people are saying, well, it was dishonest of him to go read that journal, because people are saying that, right? But let me ask you this. Is it not dishonest of her to be hating this man and not telling him, living there, staying there, they're together there, acting like it's all good, and knowing good and well that you hate this man? Isn't that some form of dishonesty too?
No. Listen, no, because guess what? They went counseling. Mm-hmm. You understand? And they said, open them to post have a journey. Man don't really like to write. Mm-hmm. She decided to have her journal. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. She living with him is that losing the child is not, he's maybe grieving on a different way. Exactly. She grieves in a different way. And then the grieving is writing her journal who help her to maybe not going through depression by writing a journal every day to help me. That's how I grieve in my feelings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
maybe it's grieving, but she not see it.
Well, she's seeing it.
So
she see it. She see it because remember she said that one thing that made her resent him and detest him is the fact that he's grieving openly and outwardly, and she feels that he shouldn't be grieving that much because she's the one that really lost the babies, when the truth is that two of them lost the children. But remember, she's saying, oh, he's grieving. So the two of them are doing the same thing. One is journaling. That's her way of grieving. His way of grieving is grieving openly and expressing his sorrow and his pain openly. But she doesn't like that. She hates the fact that he's grieving openly because it's like it's almost like he's taking away her solace and her thunder. Like, how come you're sad? You're not supposed to sad that I'm you. When the truth is, he's not necessarily sadder. He just expresses it differently. And she's not okay with that. But she journals and now is very upset with this man for reading the journal.
Well, all him have to do is breathe her again and a child. And she will let her father one that were dead. Sorry to say that way then.
No. Truth is true. But here's the thing, though. You see, here's the thing. That's so true. But isn't it something beneficial for him to find out that this woman actually hates me. So why go have another child with somebody who you just found out hates you?
Then, but guess what? Yeah, the relationship will go to where then one and a child is in the middle, that feeling that my dad and pressure. I mean, it's unfair to that child in the middle. You understand? And then she gone with hatred to this man, and this man gone because what? Him read the diary. So hey, it's sticky.
It's sticky, that's true.
It's sticky. It's sticky.
No, the thing is this.
It's sticky. It's sticky.
You see when these
It's
things come
sticky.
up, when them things come up, it's not the people involved,
If I'm with you and I check your phone, I'm gonna find things where I don't like, and I'm gonna angle it, and me have in my head that when me see, me not like. So guess what? Why searching? Don't need to search. I can't handle it. So you know what? I leave it alone. Let it go. But him go search, find something where this woman hates him. Now it becomes it's sticky. Enjoy. Listen, me want to hear the result. More I hear what the results of this.
Much love.
So,
Much love.
I'm not gonna hold it up. Other people need to talk.
Thank you so much. Much love. All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
man.
Yeah. All right.
I love y'all, man. Sorry for the calls that we missed. Call back real quick.
Night, what a night. Oh gosh, what a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in.
Call you live.
Hello, Mr. G. Cole.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Amazing to hear your
So
voice.
I just want to, thank you. I just want to chime in a little bit on this.
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, he knew deep within that she was documenting her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew that there might be something that she's documenting that he's not going to like.
Mm-hmm.
But yet he went and he searched, he found something that he didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't think that she hates him. I think that she is just grieving, and the fact that she lost her babies, she thinks she hates him, because I've heard of situations where two people are together and they're okay and they have a child, and then the child passes and it causes problem in their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And things just doesn't work out. It doesn't necessarily mean that she hates him. She's just grieving, and she probably needs somebody to blame him for that, even though it's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And she's putting everything on him. But I think he should not have read the diary, because he knew that there was a possibility that he would have found something that's going to mess them up.
You know.
And if she hates him,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I believe that they should sit down as a couple and talk about it and just tell the man how she feels.
Him no.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Him no. Because here's the thing. And I get what you mean. You know, when somebody's journaling, let alone journaling in obvious secrecy, yes, you know that there's things in there that you might not like. But I don't think anybody is anticipating hearing that your spouse hates you. You might go in there here and say, damn, she used to tell me some curry chicken turn up, but she's telling me that this thing is too salt. Damn. It's like that. Or you used to tell me, say, boy, I used to like going to my mom's house, but you letting me know in this journal that you don't really like my mother. You're just doing it to please me. Damn, but hate? You hate me.
Yeah, that's a strong word. But I just really think she's hurting because of the loss of the kids. But I really don't think that she hates him, but she's feeling so many different emotions that she really don't know what she's feeling. You understand what I'm saying?
I get
she's
you.
feeling so much. Yeah. So maybe she really thinks she hates him. I had a boyfriend once that I loved, and I thought I hated him, and I did hate him. But because of the things that he did, I thought I hated him. And probably if I had a diary, I would put it in the diary that I hated him, which wasn't necessarily true. So that's
Well,
Hate is a strong word.
you know, it is a strong word. The thing is this, and most times when these scenarios come about, I am not so focused or in awe about what the people in the midst of the situation do. It's always the response of the masses that fascinate me, right? And what I realize is this, again, most people who responded to it, as I read the responses, again, in my own family chat group, and then as I listened to the responses here on, there's very little empathy for the man. The only thing that is the real grievance is that you shouldn't read the diary. Now, here's my thing. What if the man did read the diary and the last page said, I'm going to kill this guy tonight? What if the last page said, when I'm going to bed tonight, I'm going to get the rifle, I'm killing this guy tonight? Would we still have the same outlook and say, well, you shouldn't read the diary?
It's simple to read it in, but that's how I feel because I died last night for it. But he should not have read it.
So when it's all said and done, he's wrong because he read the diary, don't you?
Yeah, that's her private. That's her little book. Her private thoughts. All her private thoughts were in that book because he didn't want to hurt him by, coming out and saying it to him. But maybe later on she's going to think about it and, things might change. And then for her to say that the way he's grieving, she doesn't like it, that's not fair to him.
But,
that's definitely not fair. People grieve in different ways.
Then here's the thing.
And that's just his way of grieving.
Then if she detests him for his public grieving, because again, it's all about, okay, you know what? I am hurting. These are my pains, whatever the case may be. This man is in pain too. It's just that he's not a bottle it up and writing in a journal kind of guy. If you detest him for that and you're writing in your journal that you hate him and this and that, then it is highly likely that she really does hate him. And it's not necessarily a guarantee that she's coming back from it either.
That's true. But you know what, too? He should have been prepared. He should have prepared himself. And know that something might be there that's gonna trigger him, that's gonna hurt him for life. Mm-hmm. He should have, if he was prepared to read it, he should have been prepared to face the consequences. And that's just what I have to say. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have read my husband's diary if I thought something was going on.
Yeah, you would have.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. It's not right. It's just not right. I'm not saying I would not have, but it's not right. It's not right. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. And listen, I appreciate it because you do shed some light from another perspective. And I thank you so much. I appreciate it. And the brother, they said the brother the way they say it. You see the one Trevor, because Trevor, I know say Trevor, he mess up on a good thing.
Well, me hate him now, though. Me hate him for real now. Yeah.
Much love. All right. Blessings.
Oh gosh, what a night. I feel.
Sorry, caller, missed a call. Call back.
In my arms, dancing to a reggae song.
Call back real quick.
Feel good. I feel good. Cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good. You feel like velvet rubbing over my skin. And when your hair dances under my chin.
Caller just missed a call. Call back real fast there. Call back real quick.
Just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Whoa. Wine some more and show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone.
Calling you live.
Brother G, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I finished with the salon now.
You're finished with the salon. You get your fly on. You're getting ready for vacation and all that, right?
Yes, I'm leaving Monday. So I just want to fix myself up before I leave.
Nice. Lock it. Make sure you lock your diary away, okay? Don't leave it out. Don't leave the diary out when you leave for your vacation.
No, I don't keep diary. So I don't got no secret.
Talk to me.
I don't hold on to secret, but no. I was listening to as much as I could have listened to, and the only thing I feel bad that he actually went into a diary because he could have had one and she could have had one, but he actually went in. That's like sneaking in. You know, that I don't know. That part is the only thing, and I feel bad when she said she hates him because he's grieving in a different way. I nobody knows how somebody's grieving. How somebody grieves, really.
Right.
People show their pain in different ways, yeah. So, but that's the only thing I blame him for, that he actually
read the diary.
Because when you're looking for something, you will find what you're looking for.
Right. But well, here's the thing. When she says her issue with him, grieving outward, is not what makes her hate him. You know, that's in addition to her hating him. I hate him right now, and on top of that, he's grieving outward, and for lack of a better word, taking away the empathy I'm supposed to get, which is not the case. You know, you're there journaling. It's obvious you're going through a lot, so I'm sure people are showing you a lot of love. But you know, it's just I do think it is wrong for him to read the diary. But again, you know, what you find can be detrimental to you, but it can also be beneficial for you. And in this case, it is hurtful to him, but at least he knows what he's dealing with. I got a spouse at home that hates me.
Beneficial also. Right. So that's beneficial for him also.
Yeah.
You know, because he sees that his woman hates him.
Yeah.
It's not about just reading it. I say hates him.
Hates
him.
It is
a very powerful word.
Very. And here's the part about it that's crazy too.
And it's my husband, and I say hate.
Whew. That's enough. Hate. Now bear in mind, he found this diary. They were married and living in the house together. We don't know how long now she's been hating the guy, right? So what that says to me pretty much is she's capable of living with you while hating you, right? As long as you don't know. So if he only found out that she hated him by reading the diary, it simply means that she's been showing him otherwise, but inside hating him.
Otherwise, in many other ways.
Exactly. Now think about it. You're breaking bread with somebody that hates you. You're going to bed with somebody that hates you. You're planning your future with somebody that hates you. You're sitting down for a meal prepared by somebody who hates you. Just let that soak in.
Right now, I would be running.
My God.
I like him. I would be.
God.
I would be running.
Sorry, me read your diary, but I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I'm gone. That's for real. You hate me? No.
That's strong. No. That's strong.
He did. It is very strong. Somebody saying that he didn't. That's your spouse. And you never know for how long. She could poison you and you still wouldn't have known it.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe it's the best thing he did find that out and move on.
So. I think so. Because again, if I had said to folks, the thing reads, when he read it, it said, I was going to kill him. And he saw it and he ran away and escaped. We would all be saying, lucky boy, I'm sorry I read the diary, but lucky thing you did. Thank God you're alive. That's what we be saying, right? But it went, you know, it's we Jano, listen, enjoy your vacation, yeah?
But no matter what, right now, it's lucky he did read it because now he knows how much his woman hates him.
Now he knows.
So maybe now he could save himself and run.
Now you know what I said
to run.
I said this, and I don't know how true, how not, but I also said to somebody in my family chat group, I said, listen, how do you know that she didn't leave that journal out on purpose? Because she actually wanted him to find it.
But that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
She wanted him to find it.
That was the first thing I thought. Because she bought a safe.
Yeah.
Believe me, it ain't leaving out.
Yeah. You got a safe for your diary. Why you leave it out that day?
I need to put in it.
Yeah.
Because I finished putting what I need to put in it.
Yeah.
And now I want to say the truth. See? And she did.
John.
And he did.
John.
So you take care, my brother.
Much love. Thanks as always. I appreciate you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy. Love y'all, man.
Tired of taking the blame. Might as well play the game.
Call back real quick. I missed a call from you.
Sometimes it can be so
Let me know what's on your mind.
I'm a longing to see you. I wanna know how you've been doing over yonder.
Call you live.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, I try to get a call in, but me do get it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's sometimes they say, one scripture in the Bible say, sometimes one meant for evil turn out to be good,
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fact, man. It's really wrong to read the diary, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to your spouse's phone or your spouse going to your phone. Nothing is wrong too.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes things happen for a reason,
Yeah.
A good thing to read the diary because you know that you want to have so much hatred with him.
And she'd been living there with you with all this hate in your heart, all this hate in your heart, and I live with you.
Yes, but go to bed. Go to bed with him at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Women can be, I speak of experience. Women can be detrimental. My girl, my wife, which we together now, they have an argument, and me go to bed with the woman, hug up and we make up from the argument. And the next evening we come home from work, the woman move out and gone.
Oh, damn. For real?
We go to bed good together and forget about the argument. We make up back. Put it that way. We make up back.
Or so you thought. Well,
she never show me no bad face or nothing.
Right.
Yeah, we go to bed. The only thing we never do are sex that night, but we hug up and everything.
Right.
And the next evening we come from work, she gone.
Wow.
That's an example of women.
Right. Right.
So who knows what else is into that? And good all cheap on him to all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I guilt good all bother her why she leave the diary out. I guilt. That's the man read it. All the things are with a guilt too.
Yeah. Because she had a safe, right? It's been locked up all this time. Why is it out now?
Yeah. I guilt about her. Yes. Because these things now, and you can't say enough love not did it, no real love not did it. Yeah. Because these are the things where the two of them supposed to sit down and discuss together about the feeling. And with either a counselor or whatever. You're not supposed to have diary secretly and stuff like that. These are stuff they're supposed to sit down and discuss together.
Right.
That's how relationship work. So it's a good thing. Somebody if you're going to have people phone and diary go search up every day, but sometimes you never know. A good thing read it. So I know I'm up against now.
You know what you're up against. You have an option. Again, reading the diary, violating somebody's personal space is always wrong. But I think, I think what was happening pretty much is this. He was also not being given the opportunity to live an honest life because he was in a relationship with somebody who felt a certain way about him and not letting him know. So he was staying there. Now that he knows he has an option, you give the man the choice now to either say, I'm staying or I'm leaving. Right. And I do personally think that the journal was left out on purpose. That's just me. I
think so too because I did about her. Yeah. Because she could have locked it up. Yeah.
Brother.
And the power, she left it out, and the power of the man that said, God is amazing, make him read it.
Yeah.
You take a chance and read it. No, even if you're not supposed to go into people's personal stuff and vice versa and do that. What if you might read that? He's supposed to read that diary. Basically, if any good love and any good sincerity was in there. When you read that diary, you're supposed to find in that diary a good stuff,
Or at least not that bad. You know what I mean? It's at least not that bad.
What to find. You're not supposed to read no hatred and stuff there.
Well, guess what? You're going to expect that there's going to be stuff in there that might not be pleasing to you, just based on the fact that the diaries is being kept in secret, right? So you're going to expect that some stuff will get in there. But again, if it's your spouse, the worst that's going to be in there probably is, okay, you're not the best lover, or you don't keep a good house, you can't cook, you're this, you're that, whatever the case may be. But you're not expecting to read that your spouse, your significant other, the person that you are going to take a bullet for, and you would hope would take a big stone for you, not necessarily a bullet, hates you, which ultimately means if something happens tomorrow, again, remember, look at it this way. This is the person you're planning your future with, your finances with. She hates you. You don't know if the plans right now that she's been making excludes you. You don't know what's going to happen the next time you sit down for a meal, what you're eating. You don't know what's going through her mind when you lay down to sleep next to her, what she's got. You just don't know. How do you go to bed now and say, You know
Exactly.
what? She's grieving, but let me go lay down with this woman that hates me.
Yeah.
Brother?
Yeah. Sometimes things are women can be detrimental, man. I tell you, from Adam and Eve time, are some really serious thing, but I left that off.
My
Like
brother?
other people come in.
My brother. Give thanks here. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, every time.
Much love.
Yeah,
much love. Carla, sorry we missed your calls. We're going to give everybody an opportunity to let us know what I feel. You know what I mean?
Tired of
Line free up now. Sister Arlene, let's hit me up. Hit me up. Sorry I missed your call.
sometimes
You know I got to hear your voice.
unfair. I'm a longing to see you. I wanna know how you've been doing over yonder. I'm gonna catch this flight, and when I reach my destination, I hope you'll be smiling, longing to see me. I thought you'd drop me a line.
Sister Tasha Lee, I feel you on that one.
Say hello.
She says if I'm going to say something nice about my spouse, I'm not going to write it in the diary. I'm going to say it to his face. Jano.
Doesn't matter anyway now, cause my love for you will never change.
Sister Bobette, how you feeling?
Tell me what you're doing right now, cause when everybody gonna put the blame on me.
Call you live. Call you live. Call you live.
Good evening, G. Cole. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm wonderful. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. That man need to run for his life.
Pack up your bungle. Pack up your bungle and leave. It's sticky. It's sticky.
Look here, G. Cole, she leave that diary out for him to see what she writes.
I think so too. I think so too. You don't buy a safe and lock it up for so long and just happen to this day leave it out.
And she don't want to tell him, so she write it and she leave it there for him to read it because she know he's going to go in it, which he is wrong to read it, but at least he read it and see what is in it.
But as human beings, I'm not going to say man or woman or whatever the case may be, but if you're a human being and your significant other has a journal that she not only tells you cannot read and keeps it from you, but she puts it in a safe. Not a safe that she always had, but she went and bought a safe just to hide it in the safe. And you see it left out that one magical day. What's the likeliness you're not going to read the diary?
So she leave it because she wants him to go in it and read it.
Yep. It's rough. It's rough.
Because she always lock up that journal, and all of a sudden she leave it out that specific day.
Yeah. She meant for him to read it.
But you know what, Chico? It's very sad. Both of them living together, and she hated him so much.
And you don't know how long she's been
You know,
this
that's
way.
not good.
It's not because
She could kill him.
she could kill him. She could kill him, or at least not protect him from any harm. You know, it's not a comfortable place to be, and I don't honestly see how you see that and move on tomorrow. You know, I have a friend of mine who's a professional, and that's the thing about it is we're in an era right now where everything is clinicized. You know what I mean? We see the professional mental health way about things all the time, but the truth is, there's good and bad. You know what I mean? And not everything is a therapy session, and not everything is somebody having a breakdown. Sometimes some things are just evil, and at the end of the day, I think he did himself a favor. He did the wrong thing, but it was beneficial to him to know this because now he knows what he has to do or he can do. Jano.
The only thing I have to say, Chico, to be honest, I have brothers, and that man need to run. That man need to leave. To be honest.
You know why I appreciate
because
you saying that.
If you put it the other way around, listen, G. Cole, turn it the other way around. If he did write that journal and write it and said he hated me, I'm not putting myself in that situation, and I always lock up that diary, that journal, and that specific day, him leave out that journal, and I see in it that he said he hated me, I would gone.
But
because he hated me so much.
I understand. And then here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
And then you know what, G call? That's, now they're sleeping in separate room. That relationship end. That marriage end.
Move on.
Yes, because from once you and your wife or your girlfriend or your husband and you used to sleep together, now you start sleeping in different room. That marriage is over. That's roommate.
Yeah, and guess what? If you, for every person that say, guess what? You shouldn't read the diary. You find out where you find out.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yes, I understand. Yes, you shouldn't read it because a diary is a personal. Going into a phone and a diary, a woman is supposed to read and go into a man's phone. A man is supposed to read. Yes, that's a personal thing. Even if nothing that's in it. But the reason why he went in that diary, God knows why I went in that diary, G-Code.
Yeah.
It's betrayed because him going it, but at least him going it and see something what is really terrible.
Yeah. Is one thing if him never say that, if him go on him say something else, because everybody who says, well, your fault, you shouldn't read the diary, would not say that if it was their brother or if it was their son.
If it was my brother, honestly, I would want my brother to run. If it was my brother, I wouldn't tell him to run, but I would want him to run.
Jano is all I gotta say.
Honestly.
Listen.
Because why would she write it? What could be it? Why she hated him so much?
I don't know.
It's not because it was in the diary, because it was already in the diary.
It was in the diary that she hated him already, and she said she hit the fucks him agreed.
Yes, it was already in the diary.
God, no.
She hated him and she was sleeping with him, that she get pregnant and lose a twin, and she hated him so much.
Well, I'm gonna give her some grace and say maybe the hatred came after the loss. That's how they're clinicizing it.
After she lost the child.
Yeah, but you're still you can't. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, but you see, that is a powerful word, G-Cole. That is, I'm not going to hold up the line anyway, because someone maybe need to call. Yeah, that is a powerful word.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate you as always.
You're welcome.
All right,
you're welcome. All right, yeah, bye-bye. You too, bye-bye.
Callers, we've been missing some calls. Almost that time for me to get up out here, but thank you so much, man. We can take probably one more, quick one or two. Krista, how you feeling? Me not add nothing. But I just add my slice of my opinion as to what I read. Not swaying the jury. I read the article in its entirety. I didn't add, I didn't subtract. But I'm just saying how I feel. You want to call me? Got a couple minutes. Call me and give me call me, Chrissy Pooh. Call me.
I'll be your strength, your company, your friend, and your lover. I'll be there.
What I go on that to read?
To dry your eyes, keep you warm.
Sister Jackie O said, man, I wonder if she started hating him after the babies died. Who knows?
There is no
could be.
No
could be. Sad, we can probably only take one more call, all right? Or two if it's quick. Let me know what's on your mind. It's almost that time for me to roll up out of here, but I got some D Brown, you know what I mean? When you're going through things like these and people hate you, if you know I feel that way, just drop on that D Brown, it'll help you feel better, you know what I mean? Dennis Emmanuel Brown, the Crown Prince, baby. So here what no, I have a comment in here. Sister Cynthia Thompson says, I was driving from work, so I couldn't join the chat. I'm going to be honest, I would have read the diary. I do think she purposely left that diary out. Hate is a strong word. For her to think that he's grieving openly, that's unfair. People grieve differently. She's not being fair. That marriage is done. That's why I'm glad I don't have a son for a woman to take him to for Papi show. That man needs to run while he can before she kills him. I think she's an Annie Palmer. Jano, Sister Cynthia, hear what out.
No place.
Sister Cynthia, you know, so the ladies them don't like what ladies them are solidarity the thing are originally, and them will give them beat the man and beat them up, but you can't. It look like you're not at the ladies side, and them know with that you can't do that. Then we kick you out at the ladies club and invite you to dinner. You're mad. You're mad. You can't say that. Sister Cynthia, you couldn't be more right. You couldn't be more right. I'm just saying.
I'll be there when you cry to dry your eyes, keep you warm, shelter you from the storm.
Carla, we got a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes.
And your lover, I'll be there when you cry to dry your eyes, keep you warm, shelter you from the storm.
Sister Tasha Lee said, how we know she should take him for Papi show? What if he did something for to hate him? Listen, we just go by the diary around here. By the way, I shouldn't say we. Sister Cynthia is only going by the diary. It's not me say it. I mean, don't burn me out. Don't burn me out. Don't burn me out.
I'll be right there when you call. You're good.
I appreciate you, Sister Cynthia, and guess what? I love the honesty.
For you, there is no mountain I would.
I said the solidarity to some of the ladies, you see, man. May I get some message around here, ladies, that cost me half an hour. I mean, the solidarity for the ladies around the top, boy. Some people say, nah, pass no judgment and me read the diary. You ain't gonna get to read the diary, man. I did not mislead the people, man.
Just a girl up the block that was hot, that I crushed on a lot. We were kids, so the vibe that we had for each other was crazy intense, but we hid from the people around us. They never could find out the things that we did. So we kept it a secret that no one could find out. Now look ahead of you. I know your story and the way you used to be. Oh girl.
Sister Tanya J said it's way deeper than the loss. A long time she couldn't stand him.
Jano, you know easy. You sure? Jano, you know easy. You were young and fine.
Sister LaDonna. Sister Paula. See what I can do, alright?
You gotta pretend for me. A lot of time has gone by in our lives. We got kids, I got 3, you got 2.
Oh!
I see your family a lot on TV, and I like all the things that you do. But I'm starting to see all the things that I wanted in her isn't you. It's been wearing on me, and I'm starting to think that you're feeling it too. I know your story and the way you used to be. Oh girl, you know me. We've been cool since we were 3. Yes, you showed me you were young and fine and free.
I'm on a good wife now side with me.
I ain't never gonna judge you. You ain't gotta pretend for me.
Me have to check to see if look more. Check to see if look more.
To our story, the friends.
See if she right up on look up here and left it for me see.
And if so, we ain't got.
Send my curry chicken full of salt.
If I know.
All this time it thinks that the curry chicken good.
What we know.
Sometimes I curry chicken full of salt.
We can do what we
shall leave out the note for me seat.
And do for a while. And
yeah, nah, I mean.
I know your story.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're leaving like this. Yes, Miss Boo. It is yours truly, G. Cole.
She's moved up.
It's called I Know Your Story. The latest single from yours truly. Gotta give it to y'all, man. Jano.
Just a girl up the block that was hot, that I crushed on a lot. We were kids, so the vibe that we had for each other was crazy intense, but we